Hello everybody, welcome. I am going to teach you today how to make a perfect shake because they can taste absolutely amazing, but then I've also had some that I'm like, ooh, I messed that one up. So first of all, we start with 8 ounces of fluid. I usually prefer water. A lot of people like milk, so they use almond milk is actually probably the top one. I have used coconut before. I've used a combo of water and coconut milk. Some people, my husband likes regular milk, 2%. I'm not a big fan of that. So I just use water. But a lot of people like the almond milk. That's a huge one. So you put that one in. And then I usually put in my Shakeology next. So it's just 1 full scoop of the Shakeology. So I'm going to be making it with vanilla. I'm going to be making my favorite like pineapple tropical coconut thing today. So 1 scoop of Shakeology goes in there. Today it's the vanilla. And then you can add fruit. So I'm using a cup of fruit, and you don't have to use fruit. Of course, some people don't like fruit in their shakes, and that's okay too. You can just substitute a cup of ice. And sometimes I use a cup of fruit, and then I throw a couple of cubes of ice as I like the consistency. And you can kind of play with it too to see what consistency you like. If you like it really thick, then add a little bit more ice. If you don't like it quite so thick, you like it a little smoother, then less, of course. So there's the cup of pineapples, and then you can add some flavorings too, which is kind of awesome. So a lot of them that I use is vanilla, especially with this. I put a little extra vanilla in. There's also, I have peppermint I've experimented with. Not a big, huge fan, but I don't really like peppermint. I just bought it for something. Coconut is the one that I like and I'm going to use today because I love coconut. I feel like I'm on a tropical beach when I use that. So add a little coconut. I've also bought caramel. This is gluten sugar-free caramel, all natural, so there's an option for you. Sometimes I spice it up with, more recently, some nutmeg, some cinnamon, some pumpkin spice. I think I might put a little bit of nutmeg in here too, just to make it nice and tasty. I just kind of guess. I'm sure that there's probably recipes out there that you can look up on Pinterest. There's like a ton of them, so you guys can get crafty with them to make all different tastes. With the chocolate, a lot of people like to put a little bit of peanut butter in it to make it kind of like a Reese's peanut butter cup. There's also the option where you can just not even add ice, just use water and Shakeology, which is what I do on vacation, and sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I just throw 8 ounces in my shaker cup. And then I put this little doodad on with the 1 scoop. I can only do this with chocolate and a little bit of cafe latte. I can't do it with vanilla. I think that tastes awful. But if I put about 8 ounces of water and a scoop in, and I put that little thingy on and this and shake it up real good, it almost tastes like chocolate milk to me. So that's a really quick way to do it on the go. So today, we're going to be doing this. So I'll go ahead and I'll turn it on. And the key to, if I can do it right, and the key to this is that it kind of needs to blend for like an entire minute, because the longer it blends, the thicker and the frothier and the more shake-like it becomes. So I tend to do it for at least a minute, sometimes a little bit more. Most of the time I'm running out the door in the morning, I hit go, and I'm doing like, I don't know, making my kids some breakfast, putting my lunch together, so it runs for probably about 2 or 3 minutes sometimes. It doesn't matter, as long as it's about a minute or more. So we'll go ahead and go, and I might put a couple ice cubes in there as we go along. So. And there we go. Let's take this out. I don't use that if I'm making just a regular shake. I only use this if I'm doing it to make it like a chocolate milk. But you can try it out and see what you like. And again, there's so many recipes out there to choose from. I'll upload some and see how awesome that is. That's so creamy and delicious. And you know what? No matter what I do, I never get the same amount each time. I think that I either add more ice or more water. And anyway, so that's how that goes. And then you have this perfectly delicious shake. So that is the key to making a great shake. If you have any questions, let me know. Why don't you guys go ahead and upload your favorite recipe in the comments so that we can all share, and I'll put a whole bunch of them in the file section as well. So, perfect shake, awesome.